The way an athlete trains in the gym should be different than how a bodybuilder trains. If you're an athlete, your main goals should be to improve performance and to prevent injuries. In this video, I'll give you 4 tips on how you should train if you're an athlete. Number 1. Focus on compound exercises rather than isolation exercises. Compound exercises work multiple muscle groups at the same time, while isolation exercises only work on one muscle. They are much better at improving your strength in a functional way. An example of a compound exercise would be a squat, a deadlift, a lunge, a chin-up, or a bench press. An example of an isolation exercise would be a leg extension, a shoulder raise, a tricep pull down, or a bicep curl. You could do some bicep curls at the end of your workout, but it shouldn't be a priority. Number 2. Focus on being explosive. When you're doing an exercise, you should try to accelerate the weight as much as possible. Even if the weight doesn't move fast, your intention should be to move it as fast as possible. By doing that, you'll activate more fast twitch muscle fibers, and you'll train your nervous system to be more explosive. You'll get a much better training effect this way. Number 3. Make sure you include unilateral exercises. Unilateral exercises are performed with one leg or one arm at a time. When you play sports, your body will develop muscular imbalances. By doing unilateral exercises, you'll be able to make sure both sides work equally. It'll also work on your balance, your stability, and your core strength. If you think about it, most sports are played using one leg or one arm at a time, whether you're running, jumping, kicking, or throwing something. Doing unilateral exercises will also help prevent injuries. Number 4. Your conditioning should be specific. In a lot of sports, you're required to do a maximal effort for a certain amount of time, and then you get to recover. When you're doing your cardio or conditioning, it should reflect that. Depending on your sport, it might not make sense for you to run for a long period of time at low intensity on the treadmill. It might even be detrimental to you. You're better off doing intervals at high intensity. So these are my 4 tips on how to train like an athlete. Focus on compound exercises rather than isolation exercises. Train with an explosive intent. Make sure you include unilateral exercises. And make sure your conditioning is specific to your demands. You don't have to be an athlete to train this way, but it'll give you a lot of functional strength. If you are an athlete, all these details can make the difference whether you win or not.